You have to admit, I said to you that I was on my way somewhere.
Right.
So I don't want to call this an ambush, but I did say I'm trying to accommodate you. I said that right at the beginning.
Well, we've been
but just send it to you.
Minister.
The walk lasted all of 9 minutes. Just as the Environment Minister exited Parliament, he was greeted at the door by Nassau Guardian Managing Editor Candia Dames and myself, both seeking his response to mounting concerns raised by numerous environmentalists over the Oban Energy's oil refinery project on Grand Bahama.
The Office of the Prime Minister is charged with heads of agreement. The Best Commission is also under the Office of the Prime Minister, and they are charged with reviewing EIAs and EMPs. So therefore, it would be out of turn for me to speak on those issues. They don't fall within the purview of my ministry.
Ferreira dismissed our questions and insisted he will only speak on the matter after the Prime Minister addresses the ongoing firestorm engulfing the project and its main players. His comments came an hour after the Bahamas National Trust released a strong statement saying the BNT has asked the government to provide the exact location of the site and to see the full heads of agreement. We've also asked for the opportunity to weigh in on the environmental impact assessment before completion.
The BNT, they said they wrote the Office of the Prime Minister requesting to see the heads of agreement, and they have concerns about the location of where this site would go.
Okay.
I mean, as the minister responsible for the environment, I mean, do you have a response to that?
What I mean, the minister responsible for the environment isn't responsible for Crown lands.
But they're concerned about the location, though.
The minister responsible for environment isn't responsible for Crown lands and isn't responsible for heads of agreement. It isn't responsible for environmental impact assessments.
This is the Bahamas.
I haven't read their statement. You promised to send it to me.
This is
but look at
the second paragraph right here.
But you...
The Bahamas National Trust in the statement also said, BNT wishes to state very clearly, however, that notwithstanding the results of the EIA, even if there are local project impacts that the Bahamas Environment and Science and Technology Commissions and the government might deem acceptable if mitigated, we cannot envisage any scenario where BNT could support this project. Ferreira's silence on the issue is in stark contrast to the vocal Ferreira, who sees every opportunity to blast the former PLP government over a number of environmental issues when the FNM was in opposition.
Why is the government, my question is this, why isn't the government coming clean? Why aren't the cards on the table?
I'm asking you about your advocacy.
Oh, it's still there.
You've made a name for yourself as this friend of the environment, this environmental advocate.
No, you're asking me about things that don't fall under my purview. That's what you're asking me about. But you're framing it in that way. But you know that that's not really what you're asking. You're asking me. You're asking me about.
I know, with all due respect, Minister. I know exactly what I'm asking you.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're asking me as well. I'm just saying that you're asking me about stuff that's not. Let's cross the road. That's not in my purview.
But again, not having the support of the BNT, regardless of the outcome of the EIA, what does that mean for the project?
What you asked me to comment on BNT's comments?
Yes, they said regardless of the outcome.
But I haven't seen it. I asked you to send it to me.
I showed it to you just now.
But
I showed you the line.
You're flashing something that... Just send it to me.
You can take the phone.
Send it to me. You have my number.
But the chase didn't end there.
Will you return our calls when we call you and ask you to comment?
I think that's unfair there, Ms. Diggs.
No, I'm not suggesting that you don't ever, but I'm suggesting that on this issue, you certainly have not been available. That is accurate. That is accurate. That is accurate.
The heads of agreement and evaluation of the EIA fall under the purview of the Office of the Prime Minister.
So
I think you are fully aware that the Best Commission falls under the Office of the Prime Minister.
Right.
And you're fully aware that the heads of agreement falls under the Office of the Prime Minister.
But I'm asking you, right, as an advocate for the environment and as the Environment Minister, were you comfortable with the handling of this Oban deal from an environmental perspective? Is that not a fair question? Like, I'm not asking you what the Best Commission did or what the Office of the Prime Minister did. I'm asking you whether you're comfortable. Were you comfortable and are you comfortable with the manner in which this whole HOA was rolled out in the absence of an EIA and locking us in to the agreement?
The Ministry of Environment stands ready to assist in the process.
You didn't answer the question.
Well, I explained to you, I tried to explain to you, and I did already, about the typical processes. You don't have to take my word for it. You can go online and check, and you'll see that an EIA is a planning tool, and it normally happens after a heads of agreement. There's nothing unusual about that.
That environmental impact assessment, according to the government, is currently underway. However, opponents to the project have insisted the heads of agreement should not have been signed until that assessment was complete.
He's going to speak on it on Wednesday, and I'm sure you'll have lots of questions after that.
You're dodging the question respectfully, but I'll leave it there.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Minister.